Dating nightmare story time and a throwback to that time when I nearly got my phone stolen by my date, part 2. So to recap a bit, she wanted me to wait underneath her block of flats while she went up and took her phone and came back down to hand it to me. Obviously, I rejected her idea and I said, why do I have to go back to your place just to get my phone back? Why don't you just hand it to me right here? Lucky for me, we ended up in a part of the club that was an enclosed area with a bar and a few tables. There was only one exit out of this enclosed area and there was a bouncer that was standing right outside. I knew if I wanted to get my phone back, this was my best opportunity. And so I approached the bouncer and told him what happened. I asked if he could call the cops and he agreed. So I know the cops in other countries wouldn't take this seriously at all, but in Singapore, they are very serious about any type of crime. So I went back to her and I told her that I've already told the bouncer what happened. They have called the cops. The police are going to come soon. If she wanted to hand me back the phone, this is the best time. I don't know why, but she still refused and she said that she doesn't have my phone with her. And there was nothing else I could do at that point in time. But I really wanted to just get my phone back. I didn't want any trouble. I didn't want to have to deal with giving the police any statement or whatsoever. So I just kept telling her over and over again, just give me back my phone. I promise that nothing will happen to you. I will let you go. We will go our separate ways and you will never ever hear from me ever again. Unfortunately, she did not listen, but she knew that the police were coming and so she decided to get out of the club. We exited the back of St. James Powerhouse and in front of it was this massive parking lot, which shit went down later. So she walked along the back of the club to try and circle to get to the front. And all this while I was following her and telling her the same thing over and over again, with two bouncers behind us just following us because the police were on their way. She stopped halfway in her tracks, turned around and started walking back to the parking lot. And by this time the bouncers were telling her that she cannot leave as well. So I think that was the moment when she really started panicking. And then finally she turned to me and she started shouting in my face and she was like, you want your phone? You want your phone right now? She finally took my phone out. I cannot remember whether it was from her pocket or her handbag and she showed it to me. And she was like, here is your phone. You want it? You want it? You can have it. And then she proceeded to throw it in the air like a freaking grenade. And as I watched my phone fly through the air in an arc across the parking lot and watched it hit the ground hard and skidded across the concrete floor, the only thought that went through my mind was, you have got to be the dumbest person I have ever met. A short while later, the police came, they took her away, they took my phone as evidence, and they got me to give them a statement. And that was the end of the night. About 6 months later, I was told to go down to the police station to collect my phone, and the investigating officer told me that she had actually been jailed before for a similar case. I'm not too sure whether it was burglary or theft, but I think it was the latter. The investigating officer also told me that she had been jailed. I think it was for 9 months to 1.5 years. I cannot exactly remember. So yeah, there you have it. Craziest first date story ever. Maybe in my next video I will share about the one that threatened to kill herself and her entire family. Who knows?